Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Joan and this is Joan's Pointed Plate. Today we will be doing a short meal prep. Generally I meal prep a little bit more than I am today, but I did not really have time this weekend to do it. Sunday is my normal prep day and we were gone all day yesterday at a church event. We had an outdoor mass and then a 5K and then a family picnic, and we were gone for the entire day. It was a long day, but it was a fun day. I ran the 5K, my husband did the 1 mile walk, and I was fortunate enough to place third in my age group. And I got a medal, so that made me very happy. My time wasn't the greatest, but that's okay. I'll work to improve that. So by the time we got home yesterday, I was wiped and just didn't feel like doing anything. So I just did a short meal prep today. I prepped some granola. We were all out of granola, and I made some granola. I also made some Sheetpan blueberry pancakes and also banana bread. I did not show making the banana bread because I have made that 2 other times on my channel. I will link it below, and that's all I did today. So let's get right into the cooking and I'll show you what I made. Okay, the first thing we are going to get started on is our granola. This is a new recipe for me, like I said, so we'll see how it turns out. First thing we have in our big bowl, I have my bowl on my scale, and when I measure all the other dry ingredients, I'm just going to weigh them out instead of using a measuring cup and spoons. First thing we have in here are 4 cups of Old Fashioned Oats and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. The next thing we are going to add are 60 grams of chopped walnuts. So the scale is zeroed out. I'm just going to shake on in until I hit 60 grams. And 60 grams is about a half a cup. There we go. Next thing we're going to add are some pepitas, pumpkin seeds, and we're going to add 60 grams of those also. Okay, zero out the scale. Then I'm going to add 80 grams of dried fruit. This is a blend of cranberries, cherries, and blueberries. Okay, and I'm just going to mix that well. I can take it off the scale now. So now we have to add our wet ingredients. In this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of honey that I melted down a little bit, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla. So I'm just going to drizzle that on the top, all over, getting a nice coating on there. Give it a little stir halfway through so we make sure everything gets coated. And we're going to stir that really, really well. I'm hoping to keep this at about 3 points for a 1/4 cup. I won't know the exact until it is all done and I can measure it out. Okay, once the coconut oil and honey mixture is coating all the oats, I like to add in a beaten egg white. I think it helps give it a lot of crunch and helps to make nice little granola clusters. It is absolutely not needed, but I really like to add it. I think it really helps with every granola recipe I make. Just make sure that's really well combined. And there we have it. So now what we need to do I'm going to spread it out onto a parchment lined cookie sheet and put it in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. About every 10 minutes, I will take it out and give it a stir to make sure it all gets cooked evenly. I will get that on the sheet and show you what it looks like. Okay, as I thought, it did take up 2 cookie sheets. I don't like to crowd it on there. I like to really spread it out so it has a chance to toast evenly and all over. So this is going to go into the oven, like I said, for about 30 minutes at 300. Every 10 minutes, I'll give it a stir and see where it's at. You just want it golden brown. It's not going to come out of the oven crunchy. If you keep baking it, waiting for it to get crunchy, you're only going to burn it. It gets nice and crunchy as it cools. So sometimes we have to be patient, and that's hard. So I'm gonna go put this in the oven and I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, next up, we are going to do the sheet pan blueberry pancakes. I am totally adapting this recipe from one that I found online. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but we're gonna give it a try. In this bowl, I have 3 cups of the Kodiak cake, Power Cakes, Flapjack and Waffle mix in the buttermilk flavor. And to that, I'm going to start adding some almond milk. You can use whatever kind of milk you want, just adjust the points. I have not figured out the points on this yet, but I will put them on the screen when I'm done, because honestly, not quite sure how it's going to come out, if it's even going to come out. I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of milk and see what that looks like. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some more. We'll try another half. I should probably test these recipes before I make them for you guys, but it's how I roll. It's real life, and you know, it is what it is. Nope, not enough. So we are definitely going to go 2 cups. The original recipe actually calls for about 3 cups, but there's also a lot more ingredients. That recipe calls for flour and sugars and stuff like that. So I figured there was a lot more dry ingredients. So that's why I was cutting the milk down. That looks good. Okay. To that, since they are blueberry pancakes, I'm going to add 2 cups of blueberries. I took a little bit of the Kodiak mix and dusted the blueberries and stirred it around. If you do that, they don't sink to the bottom. They're not supposed to sink to the bottom when you bake it. Just gonna fold those in. And I think what I'll do, because like I said, I'm doing this on the fly, probably not the best idea. I think I'm going to add to this a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon. So there's a little bit of cinnamon. And I had the vanilla out and can't find it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of vanilla. I should have done that before I put the blueberries in, but like I said, real life on the fly. It is really thick. So I think I'm going to add another half a cup of almond milk, and that should do it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread this in a cookie sheet with sides. and bake it in the oven. And then when it comes out, I'm going to slice it into squares. That's much better. So 2.5 cups of almond milk, 3 cups of Kodiak, some cinnamon, some vanilla, and 2 cups of blueberries. That looks perfect. Okay, I will get that spread in the pan, show you what it looks like, and then we'll put it in the oven. Okay, I have our sheet pan here sprayed with nonstick cooking spray, and I'm going to spread out the pancake mixture into that. I did decide while I was waiting for the oven to heat up to add some baking powder to this. I'm not sure why. I add baking powder to everything. I figure it would help with the rise. And yeah, I know the Kodiak has it in there, but I added a little extra. Just gonna spread that out nice and evenly. And when it comes out of the oven, I'm just gonna cut it into 6 servings. If you cut this into 6 servings, they'll be very nice sized portions, and they will be 5 smart points per serving. If you would like, you can cut it into 8 servings if you'd like a little bit of a smaller serving, for 4 smart points per serving. And then whatever you decide to add to it, your syrup, butter, whatever you add, just make sure you add in the points. So there it is, and this will go in the oven at 350, and I'm going to start it off at about 20 minutes and check on it from there. Okay, so here is my completed meal prep. The Sheetpan Pancakes came out fantastic. I did sample one, but next time I will definitely cut them into 8 servings and not 6, because guys, look at this. These servings are massive. Each one is only 5 points, which I don't think is bad at all for that big of a serving. And I have in there 2 slices of center cut bacon from Aldi. So this entire breakfast is 6 smart points, which it's a pretty big breakfast for 6 points. My granola was a little bit disappointing. Actually, it tastes phenomenal. It is so good. Now it is low sugar, so if you like a sweet granola, you probably won't like this. But the points were disappointing. I really thought it was going to make more. I thought I was going to get at least 6 or 7 cups, and I got 5 cups. So 1/4 cup of this is 5 smart points, which honestly isn't bad. It is all really good stuff. It's oats and it's nuts and it's seeds. It's all good for you. 2 tablespoons comes out to 2 points. Honestly, that's usually all about all I use to sprinkle over my yogurt. So for me, not too bad, but for you, it may seem high in points, but it is really good. And then I did make some banana bread. I did not show you because you've seen me make this, I think, twice now. This is a staple in our house, the banana bread. I did make that. So I know it was a small meal prep today. I explained why in my intro. So I hope you found it useful. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It'll let me know what type of videos you would like to see. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you would like to see me make something specific, if you think you're going to try any of these. And I will also link the recipes below. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in a few days for a What I Eat in a Day video.